Well, we talked about the room, the system, the description of the amps. Now let's talk a little bit about the sound. Well, let me get right to the summary. The sound is spectacular. We'll talk about some of the detail, but the amps are world class, and we'll come to a little bit of a conclusion. But let me step you through some of the elements of what these things do spectacularly well. The first time I sat down, you see the giant twin triode tubes, and you have a certain expectation of a triode sound. This blows it away. When you go and you listen to the bass and you listen to the dynamics, you have no idea that this is a tube amp. This amp has a power, a definition at the low end, a slam to it that would make many solid-state amps very, very proud. It also has a high end. This is not a soft amp. This is not rolled off. This amp has detail and extension at both extremes. Triodes tend to do the mid-range very well, and this is spectacular. But what just blew me away is the full breadth of the spectrum of sound. Great amplifiers produce magic. The Kronzillas have that magic, and they have that magic in two ways. One, I believe that the best source components, the best amplifying components, help to move the speakers out of the way of the music. And the more the components and the speakers disappear in the room, the better the source component. The Kronzillas do that, and they do that spectacularly well. Sound appears. I listen to this my music with the lights off, and the closer to musicians appearing before me, the happier I am. This moves it one full length ahead of the competition. It is spectacular in that regard. The soundstage width, especially the depth, the rear wall of the room just fades away, leaving the full body of the musical experience. So that's one. The second element that this amp does spectacularly well is with microdynamics. It's that ability to discern subtle changes of volume and of notes and of the musical event as they proceed from one microsecond to the next. It's not blurred, yet it's not outlined, it's not etched, it's not hard. It's that spectacular live music feeling that one gets from a live performance. And that is the second thing that it does absolutely spectacularly well. Let me compare the Kronzillas to other world-class amplifiers. Over the past few months, I had the wonderful opportunity to compare the Kronzillas to the tenor monoblocks and the Dart Zeal 108. Each had its own very unique sound. They each did something differently, but they were all world-class. The tenor produces an incredible holographic 3D image in that center. Now, at 3 times the cost, do the tenors expand that to the extremes and have somewhat of a deeper bass and a higher extension? Yes, but these are all world-class amplifiers. And at this level, you're getting to a matter of taste. When you've reached this point, what you want out of music matters, and that has to play into the decision process. What the Kronzillas bring that is probably world-class even compared to these incredible amplifiers is they bring that mid-range micro resolution, that holographic center of the music to the forefront that I don't think I've ever heard before. To sum it up, the Kronzillas are magical, they're seductive, they're dynamic, they're holographic, and they are a work of visual art. They honestly have no real weakness, and if you are looking in the realm of state-of-the-art amplifiers, they absolutely deserve your audition. Thank you very much. Mike Malinowski reporting for avshowrooms.com.